What is up, guys? James Carter TV here to give you my picks and predictions for the AFC and NFC championship games that are set to take place tomorrow afternoon, including first the AFC championship between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots, and then the NFC championship featuring the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Now, this was a very interesting NFL season. Not my favorite NFL season, to be quite honest with you. Number one, my team sucked, and that always sucks. But then number two, I really don't think this season was that interesting. I don't think there are many interesting storylines or many interesting games. You have Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys every now and then. The Panthers dominated, but they weren't really facing very good teams, very close games. It was a very lackluster NFL season to me. But if we can have some nice championship games, I think that would help me look back upon this season more favorably. So let's start with the AFC Championship between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. It is actually quite surprising how much the Patriots are favored to win this game. You look around everywhere, you see the Patriots favored to win this game. You see people picking the Patriots, analysts, fans, both teams picking the Patriots to win this game. I am not. I'm going to pick the Denver Broncos to win this football game. And really my rationale is this. Peyton Manning, yes, he is not the same quarterback he's been in his career. He's absolutely been awful this season. Now, last week he was fine. He was absolutely fine, and they ended up getting a victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But even last week, he was kind of lackluster. So why the hell am I picking Peyton Manning to beat Tom Brady, especially in the playoffs? This is something he almost never does. It has nothing to do with Peyton Manning. It has everything to do about the Denver Broncos defense. And this defense, I believe, has everything equipped to defeat the New England Patriots and their quick passing, Rob Gronkowski-centric passing offense, and they did it. They did it this season in Denver. They did it. They beat the New England Patriots, coming off a C.J. Anderson or whatever touchdown in overtime against the New England Patriots. So we've seen the Broncos beat the Patriots in recent history. Now, that game was headed by Brock Osweiler, quarterback, and now you have Peyton Manning at quarterback, but I think the formula will be the same. The Denver Broncos defense, it is a very good antithesis to the Patriots offense. You have the big target in Rob Gronkowski for the New England Patriots, while the Broncos have two very athletic and dynamic inside linebackers in Danny Trevathan and Brandon Marshall that can do a very good job of defending and covering Rob Gronkowski and limiting him to a very minor game. I expect no more than 70 receiving yards from Rob Gronkowski this game. Look at the receivers, Julian Edelman, and pretty much that's it, because everyone else on the Patriots receiving corps sucks. They're going to have a hard time getting open against Aqib Talib, have a hard time getting open against Chris Harris Jr. The Patriots running backs right now are bad, so bad that they had to go call Steven Jackson off his couch and have him come in and play for them. This is a very, very bad option at running back, to be quite honest, and nothing more than a band-aid for this Patriots offense. And I think that this Denver Broncos defense, with DeMarcus Ware being healthy finally, with their pass rush, with Malik Jackson being motivated, I think they're going to give the Patriots a lot of trouble. I think there's going to be a very low-scoring affair. But ultimately, I have the Denver Broncos winning this game 20-16 and Peyton Manning going to the Super Bowl. And then we have the NFC Championship between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, those of you that follow me religiously know that coming into the playoffs, I had the Arizona Cardinals winning the Super Bowl, beating the Denver Broncos, by the way. And I had the Broncos making the Super Bowl preseason. While preseason, I also had the Packers winning the Super Bowl, beating the Denver Broncos, and now the Packers are gone. But coming into the postseason, I said, the Cardinals look really good, I have to pick them. But the problem is, I don't think the Cardinals look very good anymore. They've been very lackluster their past two games against the Packers, and then they lost that game Week 17 against the Seattle Seahawks. And for me to pick them once again here would just be foolish. The Carolina Panthers have proven to be the best team in the NFL this season, and I can't come up with enough evidence to pick against them here when Arizona just hasn't been playing that well. If Arizona's offense had been rolling the past couple of weeks, they've been throwing for 400 yards, John Brown, Larry Fitzgerald, Michael Floyd, and those boys have been catching touchdowns and getting receiving yards out the ass. This is something I could justify. And Larry Fitzgerald's been playing well, but there Their explosive passing offense has been nowhere near as explosive as it's needed to be the past couple of weeks for me to be absolutely certain in saying that they're going to win this game. And that's the only way you can beat the Panthers, because if you want to run the football on them, it's not going to work. You have to throw the football on them, and that will work. They signed Cortland Finnegan, for God's sake, because they know their secondary is bad. That's the only way you can beat them. But Cam Newton's rolling offensively, and some people want to say, well, they give up these late leads. Yeah, but they win. And they've won 15 games, 16 games total this season and postseason combined. They get up, they let up late leads, but they still win games. So them giving up late leads isn't enough for me. The Panthers are the best team in the NFL. And really, when you look at this game, whoever wins this game, I'm definitely picking to win the Super Bowl. So really, if you really want to see the intrigue for the rest of the NFL season, it's this weekend and specifically this game. Because to me, and probably to you, because a lot of people share this opinion, whoever wins this game is probably going to win the Super Bowl. And I don't see any reason to pick against Carolina. We are hesitant to do so. And justifiably so, I might add. The reason why a lot of us are hesitant to jump on the Panthers bandwagon, because we've seen stories like this before. For a lot of teams, and this is true Panthers fans, even though you don't want to admit this, and I'm picking you anyway, but this is why people don't trust you. And you should honestly accept this, because when the Titans, I remember, I'm a Titans fan, when the Titans were 13-3 in 2008, nobody trusted us. And I understood, because here's the thing. We've seen so many teams have nice seasons, but when you're young, you're inexperienced, we haven't been to the playoffs lately enough, it's hard to earn trust that way, because we've seen so many teams flame out in NFL history going to the playoffs not being an experienced team. That's why people don't trust you. But with that said, I trust you, and I think you're going to go, and I think you're going to win the Super Bowl. And I think it starts with a win against Arizona today. But please, Panther fans, don't be upset at everyone else. They don't trust you, fine. Let them go and prove you wrong. But at the same time, you have to get it. I mean, you have to kind of understand, yeah, I kind of get it, because even when the Falcons were 5-0, I didn't trust them. Or when the Falcons made the playoffs, they were 13-3, I didn't trust them. When the Bengals make the playoffs, I don't trust them. Why? Because they haven't been there enough. They're young, they're inexperienced. We don't trust them. We don't trust you guys. I do now. It took me a while, but I do now, and I'm picking you guys to win the Super Bowl. So there's my conversation with Panther fans. All right, guys, what are your predictions? Comment down below. I love to hear from you guys, and until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.